I've just arrived in Vietnam's Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon as it's still affectionately known as by the locals. Now, this bustling urban sprawl is where we're going to begin our journey north through Vietnam and cover some of the truths associated with the traditional use of Vietnamese medicine. I've taken off my IAPF hat, so to speak. We need to be very careful about how we put across what we're doing here in Vietnam. If we don't portray it in the right way, the locals can become very suspicious and reclusive, and we won't get any information at all.
Although Vietnam is modernising quickly, traditional medicine has not disappeared and, if anything, is gaining something of a revitalisation. Traditional Vietnamese and Chinese medicine evolved together, and arguably the development of the two is so interwoven that it's often difficult to separate. At the Museum of Traditional Vietnamese Medicine in Saigon, I play the dumb tourist, not the CEO of an organisation trying to help save the rhino from extinction. I learn of a long and time-honoured history here. This is where the Vietnam traditional Vietnamese medicine began, more than 2,500 years ago.
Yeah.
As far back as the 2nd century BC, hundreds of medical herbs were discovered. Among them were also precious compounds such as pearl, tortoiseshell, aloe wood, rhinoceros horn and cinnamon. Through trial and error, many kinds of food, vegetable, fruit, herbs and natural compounds were discovered to be drugs or medicines. Whereas this traditional medicine was once only used for the poor, it's now more likely to be used by the middle and upper classes that find their way to a traditional physician either because Western medicine isn't working for them or because they're sceptical about Western medicine in Vietnam. Today, 1/3 of Vietnamese rely exclusively on traditional medicine. What percentage of the population would you say uses traditional medicine?
The Vietnamese until now, so maybe it's about 80%.
80% of the population?
But in Ho Chi Minh City or some of the big towns, many people combine the traditional medicine, especially Oriental medicine, modern traditional medicine.
I also frequently witness a combination of practices between Western medicine and traditional medicine. It's not uncommon for a patient to be admitted to hospital and treated by a doctor trained extensively in both disciplines. If I came to you with an injury or a sickness, you could give me a combination of maybe some x-rays in a hospital, but also traditional medicine?
For the acute disease and inflammations, something like you have an inflammation of appendix, you must go to hospital to have an operation.
Yeah.
And especially for people with chronic disease, such as nervous breakdown or senior, etc. Traditional medicine is very good.
Traditional medicine.
And the doctor should use the theory to diagnose and to treat the patient.
Okay.
The theory of yin and yang, you know.
Balance
yin
of
for the theory of 5 elements.
If I was going to come here and study traditional Vietnamese medicine, how many years would it take me to learn?
When you study grade 8 from high school, maybe you have a contest.
The
entrance examination. If you want to be a traditional medicine, they will teach you in 6 years.
6 years?
Yes, 6 years.
Okay, so here we are at Phyto Pharmacies, and they also run a museum here, the Museum of Traditional Vietnamese Medicine, where we've learnt that for thousands of years people have been encouraged to grow their own herbs at home. But what we also see here is the production of herbs on an industrial scale, where it's exported all over the world by the pharmaceutical company and used in conjunction, equally as important as each other, with Western medicine. This one is made from seahorse?
Yeah.
Okay, for sexual weakness?
Yeah, also sexual weakness.
And this one is a combination of ginseng and deer horn?
Yeah, the same ingredients.
Okay.
And the same dust.
Okay, and it does the same thing. It's for male virility?
Yeah, so the same with the virus so different because this good for long time.
Good for long term.
Yeah, and the virus a short time.
To properly understand traditional Vietnamese medicine, we first must understand the philosophy of Eastern medicine, or Dong Yi, which dates back thousands of years. People belonging to Asian cultures are accustomed to relying on distinct health practices and beliefs that are significantly different from those of Western beliefs. These Western principles are so different that it's often hard for us to comprehend. We Westerners approach disease by assuming it's from an external force, such as bacteria or virus, or a slow breakdown of a functional ability of the body. The cornerstone of Dongyi theory is based on the observed effects of qi, or energy, and the balance of yin and yang. Asian patients have a mindset where healthiness is a state of balance of qi, or life force, between physical, social, and the supernatural. They perceive the body to be whole and each part intimately connected. The system of traditional Vietnamese medicine across most of Vietnam is built on the foundation that all organisms are made up of the 5 main elements: wood, metal, fire, earth, and water. These have the characteristics of hot, cold, wet, and dry. An imbalance in qi can lead to an illness as it fails to travel through the complex channels of the body. Qi encompasses more than just energy. It is also the blood and fuel gathered and stored by the body. As I walk through the streets of Saigon, where traditional treatments are sold, I converse through my translator to the traders and the customers. The treatments are non-threatening and seem to have therapeutic benefits in calming patients and restoring their confidence. This is because the methods and medicines are so deeply rooted in Vietnamese culture. There is now also an increasing interest in using traditional medicine to supplement treatment of chronic illnesses such as AIDS and cancer.
We're just looking at one of the stores here, and already we see bare-bile ducks here, also seahorse. There's porcupine quills from Africa. There's also a few different teeth here that I recognise, and we're just really starting off our journey through here.
We found this small shop in downtown Saigon where all the traditional medicine shops are, and we're able to purchase vials of bear bile here without any problem whatsoever.
Okay, so we've just been here for less than half an hour, walking down some of the back streets of Chinatown here in Ho Chi Minh, and it didn't take long till we started finding whole streets actually dedicated to traditional medicine shops, various things like bear bile available readily, wine with different types of snakes and scorpions and lizards inside, plenty of shark fin, lots of seahorse, porcupine quills. So there's really, you can see it's part of daily life over here. It's everywhere you look, it's everywhere you go. It's something that is obviously deeply entrenched with these people. And just from what we've learnt this morning, speaking to some of the various people that use it, they consider it part of their life.